All right, hi everyone, Josh here again,
And Trevor.
and we're showing you a little bit more of Shattered Souls pitch demo. I want to quadruple stress with cherry on top again. This is a pitch prototype. We know that there's animations missing, there's wonkiness to it. This was created to test the very basic ideas of gameplay. And we'll be covering some stuff that you already know just because we're also not only filming a new video for you, but this is also going to be used as some B-roll in our pitch video. So, as I said before, if you put your thumb on the D-pad, you can move back and forth and crouch like typical stuck on a 2D plane fighting game movement, and also do special move input like throwing fireballs. And so that's how that plays out. So basically you have the precision of games like Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter and Samurai Showdown. And again, we're still working on getting our combos right and stuff. Like you can hit each other. And our characters automatically block if you back away while someone's attacking. But so we have it set up so that triangle, circle, square are our attacks. X is jump, and the reason we use X for jump is if you move your thumb from the left or from the D-pad to the left stick, you can run in full 3D, kind of like Power Stone, Ergies, or action games.
Kind of like Devil May Cry.
Yeah. And so the reason we do this is that we want Shattered Soul to be an environmentally powered fighting game, so you can do things like fight on, for instance, the swinging boat ride. Like, our whole point is that if you can see it, you can fight on it. And of course, we're still refining it, and Char just got me pretty good there. But we are, and let's go over to the Ferris wheel and have some fun on that. But our whole point, like I said, is if you can see it, you can fight on it. And we want to
emphasize that a lot.
Yeah, exactly. And okay, you stay on that car, I'll stay on this one.
Oh, wow, it actually blows you off.
Oh, it actually has force?
Looked like it.
Yeah, so...
Because I wasn't moving. A little bit.
Yeah, so... But basically, it comes from a ethic, like I mentioned in the last video, that we would see stuff in like animes of fighting games that they would really stretch out the fights and make them more environmentally conscious, more aware of what's around the fighters, not just their own specific abilities. So we wanted to make a fighting game that felt more like that. And like I said, we are fully aware that this is janky, and let's go fight on the merry-go-round now.
Okay.
But... we're using this pitch prototype to pursue funding so that we can make the full-length version, and soon we'll be showing you some test animations with Elmas, our target art style render character that is modeled to the fidelity that we want the final game to have. And also we're adding some buildings over there. These buildings in the background were actually purchased for Burst because we're in the process of making Burst look prettier. Because, I mean, if you've seen the videos of Burst, Burst has some really outdated buildings. And not outdated, I shouldn't say outdated, but very lo-fi. Basically just rectangles, geometry-wise. And Trevor just got nailed by the swinging boat right there.
Yeah, you guys can see if I stand right here. I get hit by it.
Yeah.
And it doesn't do a lot of push damage yet, but I am taking damage from it.
Yeah. It does physical damage, it just doesn't impart force yet.
Right.
And we want it, so eventually we want to have a ride over here that has a big backdrop like a lot of your big carnival rides do. So you can have kind of almost that comical, they get batted by the boat and go dong up against the backdrop of the other ride.
It'll be a little bit more cinematic.
Yeah. Because then that's one of the things that we're going for is a cinematic feel to the fights. And we want it to be a situation where the players can do really crazy over-the-top stuff, but they're not...
even have something like a billboard.
Yeah, or even... Yeah, it's just something big and flat that they can smack up against, and that way, for instance, they don't get blasted out into the ocean necessarily and immediately lose there, because the ocean is a ring out. Funny thing about...
Which we can show.
Yeah, we could show that right now, actually. Because we put a death plane in there. Fun thing about that, though... when we first compiled this demo way back in the day, we forgot to put the death plane in there. So people made it a game of jumping off the ledge and beating the crap out of each other until they fell into the abyss, like the never-ending abyss. So that was fun. And the zipper doesn't knock people over yet.
But it will.
Yeah. And it's one of those things, too, that we're kind of balancing what we're going to get done.
Sorry to interrupt, Joshy.
Yeah, no worries.
But one thing that'd be kind of fun, since we're talking about doing more cinematic or thematic stuff with the rides, that when they hit you, you could have it so that if you knock someone, like do an uppercut into the zipper, they'll actually bounce off of 3 or 4 different cars before they get out of it.
Yeah. Well, and it could also be all dynamic, too, that it all could be depending on positioning and stuff.
Yeah.
But, like, we're trying to balance right now how much we're going to get done in this pitch prototype, because technically speaking, when you have a pitch prototype like this, nothing in this demo will actually ship. This is just the backbone and the basis for the
idea.
Yeah, for the idea. And then when we get full funding, we'll be taking, like, basically the only thing that will ship out of this is some of the background code that Emily and Gerardo have worked on will actually be part of the backbone of the game that ships. But all the art assets will be different. All the animations will be redone, and they won't be janky anymore, and they will actually have input from martial artists. We have a couple of different friends that are martial artists who are also massive fighting game fans and are, like, teaching us, how to be better at, having good martial arts influenced moves in games. Because, our punches and kicks and stuff are all right, but they can be better. They can absolutely be 1,000 times better, so we're happy to be working with people who know what they're looking at, So...
Yep.
It's one of those things that, we just want this demo to be far enough along to show the idea and that the idea has merit and that it's fun. And then from there, get funding and make the real thing and blow everyone's minds.
Yeah.
And then somewhere along the way, world domination too.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's Shattered Soul. And let us know what you think. We will be at Fall Brawl in late October in Bozeman if you want to try it out on, yourself. And we will be doing other fan events as we go along too. Just follow us on our Facebook page and at teamkaizengames.com. Thank you.